Yes, we can confirm that the second summons were again sent through the WhatsApp, yes.
The same number?
Yes, the same number.
Yeah, Senator Cherege, you are not a member of the committee, but he has come as an observer. He doesn't want to put himself on record. So, Senator Ledama.
I think, Mr. Chairman, I was looking at the powers and privileges Act, Section 18 and 19. Summons of a witness.
Mr. Chair,
There are two.
Yes.
Pardon me. You know why that air condition is making so much noise? Because the windows are open. Maybe you close them so that it can be air conditioned inside.
Yeah.
Sergeant Adam, that's your... Proceed, Senator Kina.
I think, Mr. Chairman, even before I look at the Powers and Privileges Act, I'd like to confirm from the governor on whether she uses the same number or she has two numbers. I know as politicians, we tend to have two numbers. And how many WhatsApp messages she receives in a day. Mr. Chairman, if I open my WhatsApp, I think I have probably 2,400 messages unread from different groups and also different people. So I'd like to confirm from the governor whether she uses the same number, she continued using the same number when she left office, and whether she has two numbers, and also which number was used to send the summons, that is from the clerk, and whether the governor still uses that number. Then it will make sense to me.
Governor, proceed.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I have only one line. And that's the line I've always had since I got a number in when they came into the country. And it is true, I received too many messages. Right now, and I can share this with you, Chair, on the WhatsApp message, I've got unread and some already wrapped, 1,800. And I have I rarely look at, especially if your name is not here, I rarely look. In my email, and you can look at it, it's 1,281. But I know, and I can say here, Honorable Chair, my physical address is known very well. My Kitui home is just across from that. In fact, the sitting governor passes through my home every morning. Every morning the road is like this, my home is here. And so is everybody in the county, they know it. My other home, which of course now is here in Nairobi, is also known. So I do, and my email is known. And a letter would get to my PO box number. I still think that really it was not served properly. And maybe also this is something that it can be considered in future. And even a call would have helped, Mr. Chair. So I have only one line.
Mr. Chairman, if I may interject, but I know there are other queries which were asked by my colleagues. Maybe if the governor can answer those queries first, and then I can then raise my other issue.
Very well. Proceed, Governor.
Yes, it was asked whether, again, it's the same number used and it's the same process that was used. Yes. How did I then know this time? This time, actually, It came from somebody from Kitui who called me and told me, what is this Senate asking you about Gikotek? And I said, what? He said, yes, they are. But I said, ignore. Actually, I told the person, ignore. Then I saw this number. There's one number that called, and I saw it in particular, and I somehow picked it, and I said, who is this? Sometimes I pick, and the person told me, I am Tangaya, and I'm calling from the clerk's office of the Senate. And I said, what is it about? And he said, you know, we have sent you a summons from this committee. I said, when did you say? And that's only when I put his number on my phone and everything then picked, and then I saw it. Otherwise, I would have been asking, and I just come and say, I hear you have invited me. That's what I would have done, Mr. Chair. I hear, you know, I hear you have invited me.
Just on the same chair, just a quick clarity. On the sense
I really don't want us to spend a lot of time on this.
This determines if the senator, if the honorable governor.
Proceed.
Thank you, because this determines if she's going to pay the 500 or not, if we don't expedite this correctly. I'm just curious because in her first submissions, she explained that she rarely receives, calls that she has not saved in a number. But you're really still not convincing the committee as to why you just picked this one particular phone call.
It called severally. It called severally.
Okay.
And sometimes, in your position and my position, you may think there's some agency somewhere. And then I called back just to say, what is this? I didn't know the number. It's even a number that is not a normal number. There are these numbers that are not even normal. So, what do I mean by normal, Mr. Chair? The old numbers, the 0722. Those ones those are the ones. And also, there are other numbers that you call, I call you from an office. Today, the government offices are still 020, then the number. And when you see that one, maybe coming from a particular office. So this one, that's what happened.
Mr. Chairman, if you allow me, we have got two issues to deal with here. Number one, legal has clearly indicated that under the civil procedure rules, I think Rule Order 5, WhatsApp is a means of summons, service, and that this summons was served through WhatsApp. Now the governor is alleging that she has not received the summons and that she eventually received them when she answered a phone call. This is an issue that we need to be able to deliberate on so that we know, because it will set a precedent on how we proceed as a committee. Because this is not the first former governor who will appear here through summons, through WhatsApp. And the governor has also raised issues that her home is known. So I would like to request that through Mr. Chairman, that we deliberate on this matter for 5 minutes as a committee so that we know how to proceed. Because there are two issues here. The governor said she has not been summoned. She never received a summons. She has also said that even if she did receive the summons, she would not have been able to pay the 500,000. So there are two issues that we need to be able to deal with. That it can set a precedent on how we proceed on future summons. So, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to request, if it's possible, we have an in-camera session of the committee and deliberate on this matter and then make a decision on it so that we can be able to proceed on other matters. Because this is unprecedented and it is going to inform how we proceed with future summons. Whether the committee decides to go a particular way, or whether the committee, because nothing stops us from determining as this committee that summons shall continue being served through WhatsApp, just like the courts determine it. So I seek indulgence on that.